So a new approach, some proprietary technology that we're intending to use simply internally at this point, but it ultimately is allowing us to run an analysis of these individual emotions. We want to go deep into emotions. To be able to say that we had a 50% positive in our tweets, that doesn't really tell you a whole lot. We want to be able to understand that so that we can take action in the future, so that we can understand and potentially predict the way that people will feel and the way that they're going to respond in real time over social when they hear things from us. When they hear that, hey, we've gone to a cloud-based system. We want to be able to get to the point where we can predict how many people are going to be happy or sad or anger, or what are some of these other crazy ones we've got on here? Apprehension, love, ecstasy. How many people are feeling ecstasy when they hear about our new cloud announcement? We want to understand what that is. 6% of people felt ecstasy when they heard about it. Yeah. So we want to understand that, and frankly, we want to be able to get to the point where we can predict that. So we've run some examples and pilots of this internally. When we did our cloud announcement, we took posts. You're not supposed to be able to read that individual post. You're supposed to be able to just see that around the edges there, we've effectively built this graph that takes simple emotions like joy or anticipation or fear, and it scores those based on the key terms that they're using within their individual posts. So you'll get some people that'll say, they're over-indexing perhaps on joy, others are over-indexing on anger, and then we're going to start to pull those all together. We'll cumulatively pull those together, and then we'll create something that would look a little bit like this, which we did again for this Creative Cloud launch announcement, where we were able to go through and say, all right, at this event, Adobe Max, we unveiled this cool new cloud-based system, and unfortunately, we see that when it comes to, and I can't even see this, when it comes to looking at how people responded on day one, which was the keynote where we unveiled this, we saw a nice spike when it comes to people talking about admiration, and happiness was a big one. We saw some surprise, but honestly, look how much anger there was. That's far more anger than we'd like to see when we announce what we think is a pretty cool thing. And in addition to anger, hatred was a big one. That doesn't usually go over very well. So, but the point of all this is that we feel like that we need to move beyond the very generic, very robotic approach to sentiment measurement, and that looking at something as just positive, negative, neutral tells you nothing. So we're diving deep into this as an organization and feel like it'll really help our measurement efforts, and it will allow us to better predict in the future the way people will respond based on announcements, and will allow us to improve our products based on that customer feedback as a result.